Hi, my name is Karan Shah. I'm the co-founder of grow-trees.com. Grow Trees was founded on World Environment Day, June 5th, 2010, by my father Pradeep Shah and myself. The concept behind Grow Trees is simple. We want to make it accessible and easy for anyone, anywhere in the world, to plant trees with a few clicks and give those trees out to different stakeholders through tree dedication certificates. Grow Trees was conceptualized as an environmentally positive substitute to a conventional greeting card. Instead of wasting resources on a greeting card which doesn't really serve any other purpose besides for greeting people, why not achieve the same purpose through Grow Trees and give the stakeholder a tree dedication certificate was the idea behind Grow Trees. Right from the inception, we were very keen that the beneficiaries of Grow Trees should be society and wildlife at large. So we conceptualized Grow Trees with the idea of setting up projects in the common land of villages, in wildlife sanctuaries, in the periphery of tiger reserves, to benefit both wildlife who lived in the area as well as rural communities. And rural communities would get resources from the trees such as fruit, fodder, and non-timber forest produce, and in exchange would protect the trees and hence wouldn't stray into the core area of the forest because the resources they needed could be found closer to where they lived. So this relationship between Grow Trees, the community, and wildlife has worked very well. We started our first few projects in the Hod in Gujarat, in Udaipur district of Rajasthan, in Chintamani in Karnataka, in Madanpalli in Andhra Pradesh. And since then, I've expanded to the length and breadth of the country and created international projects as well. We are the first and only organization to actually get the trees that we've planted audited by third-party organizations. So there's confidence that everyone has that the correct number of trees has indeed been planted. And we plant trees in a very rigorous, transparent, and scientific way. For example, we maintain the biodiversity of the area by planting up to 20 different species of trees. We ensure that the water bodies in the area are restored by planting of trees. We ensure that there's a round of replanting for trees where there's natural mortality. So we have a very robust process that's unlike anyone else. When I first started Grow Trees, we were unsure if this idea would catch on. It was nice in theory, but the market reception to an idea was very different. So our go-to-market and our route to market was initially corporates. We went to a few big companies and convinced them to come on board for planting trees. The numbers weren't large initially, but having tie-ups with big organizations gave us a lot of credibility. And we were pleased to offer them a differentiated solution. No one else was allowing them to plant trees for their employees or their customers or their dealers and distributors in such a cost-effective way. Over time, of course, we've continued to improve our tree planting process. We built a lot of technology into Grow Trees, from geotagging of trees to using open source satellite data to see the impact of trees, to using a lot more photographs, in fact, of every single tree that's been planted. So we're pleased to see that Grow Trees has evolved through the adaptation of technology. The reason behind creating this private purpose of planting trees when we thought of Grow Trees was we thought if we could do public good and we could also allow people to achieve a private purpose, that would allow the benefit of Grow Trees to be maximized. If we were purely relying on philanthropy, of course, that could have an impact, but the impact is always greater when the need of a person or a company is being met. So in order to do that right from the beginning, we invested in different technology solutions that would and can still make it very easy and convenient for people to plant trees. For example, they could plant trees on a single date and gift those trees out throughout the year to different stakeholders by banking them in their tree bank. Or they could upload bulk data in an Excel file and gift it out to different stakeholders through tree dedication certificates. When we started Grow Trees, of course, resources were very tight. We did this on a very small budget. So it was a process. We had a developer that we hired to build the website. We spent a lot of time testing and checking different features ourselves rather than relying on a large outsourced team. So it was very hands-on deck. Also for the team initially, we built up our own experience in tree planting, in afforestation. we didn't have those technical skills in-house. So I used to travel a lot to different parts of the country, meeting different NGOs on the ground, visiting sites, and really validating that the work done was what it was supposed to be, and learning as well during the course of my journey. Of course, as time has progressed, we've been able to hire experts, domain knowledge specialists, and build up a lot of our own internal knowledge. But with any startup and new organization, there's a steep learning curve. So we're pleased to have learned a lot over the journey of Groceries. Of course, there's a lot more to learn. And we believe that the journey has, it's still really in early days. Our goal is to plant, billions of trees across the world. We want to really make the world a greener place. We want to go into every continent, eventually every country, of course, every state in India, and really create a mission and a movement. Why not celebrate occasions by planting trees? What better way to commemorate a birthday, an anniversary, a festival, a new company, a new customer, a new dealer, than by planting trees for them? So together we have made and can continue to make the world a much greener and better place.